How's it going, everybody? Texas Man here. I hope you guys are all having a great day. Give this video a thumbs up if you guys really enjoy it. Subscribe if you guys haven't already. Also, do me the biggest favor of all. Hit the bell notification button so you guys don't miss out on future videos or streams here on my channel. And make sure to head over to Twitch and follow me at Douglas447. With that, of course, we're going to be continuing on reading through the Chronicles of Unifor VIII, Quest for the Ruby Gunship. This is part 2. If you guys haven't had a chance to check out part 1, make sure you guys go ahead and do so. If you guys are reading along with me, we're going to be picking up at chapter 3, The Calling of Toa. And after this part, we will be having the ability to have finished this book. And then the next book series the next book I'm going to be starting is Chronicles of Unifor VIII. And I hope you guys enjoy this and look forward to the next book coming out soon. Chapter 3, The Calling of Toa. "Why are we here?" asked Dave. "Since the calling of Toa, we have to believe that this ruby is in his hands," said Douglas. "How are we going to find Toa on Thin Line? Do you remember how long it took before we found the hut with the golden lightsaber?" asked Deborah. "I'm not sure, but I have a guess that the Toa is near that hut, or possibly inside of it," said Douglas. "Douglas, we have arrived at Thin Line and are landing a few clicks away from the hut," said Devon, driving the ship. Location, Yon 4. "General Ultimate, Unifor just sent a message. They say the Ruby was no longer on board the Red Moth and are on their way to Thin Line where a man named Toa has it," said General Baron of Core Cloud. "Thank you, and please keep me informed," said General Ultimate. Location, Thin Line. Unifor loaded up on ammunition, blaster rifles, and lightsabers before heading into the swamp and towards the hut. 6 minutes later. "Douglas, it appears someone is in the hut," said Devon, with the entire team seeing the inside of the hut with candles lit. "Caution, everyone. We don't know if Toa is an ally or enemy," said Douglas. The team moved into position to enter the hut, and suddenly a human exited out. "Welcome, Unifor the Corps, enemy of the arm and servant of God," said the human. "State your side," said Douglas. "Your enemy is my enemy, Douglas Armstrong," said the human. "Please come inside. We have a lot to talk about," said the human. Unifor and the human entered the hut, sat down in wood chairs, and began a conversation. "My name is Toa Ray Williams, but most people just call me Ray," said the human. The team looked at each other and realized Ray was the one with the ruby. "How did the ruby come into your hands, Ray?" asked Douglas. "I used one of my powers," said Ray. What powers?" asked Devon. "I am the last of my kind. A Toa has the ability to control fire and water, see the future, and teleport from planet to planet," said Ray. "How many Toas were there?" asked Dave. 3. The others turned against the ways of peace and justice and were taken by the darkness, which took their powers away forever," said Ray. "Who are the other Toas?" asked Douglas. "I'm afraid one you have killed, yet the other remains," said Ray. "That's correct. Satan and his son Nikolai," said Ray. "Satan is a girl," said Douglas. "She is both male and female," said Ray. "Until Nikolai is destroyed, evil will continue to rage war," said Ray. "What is the outcome of our fight against him?" asked Deborah. "I have seen much darkness ahead of you, and some of your friends will die and perish into ash. But there is a chance for peace in all of this struggle," said Ray. "Why did you teleport to Troy, Dad, and remove the ruby from the gunship, the Red Moth?" asked Devon. "To prevent my nephew from having it and possibly bringing back to life his father," said Ray. "It all makes sense now. The 3 Toas were a family," said Dave. "Correct. Sadly, I am Nikolai's uncle, and to complete my family tree means that Satan was my brother," said Ray. "What happened that caused Satan and Nikolai to turn on you?" asked Douglas. "Just before you placed Sam's body, Satan in disguise, into the machine, us Toas had a fight in the spirit world about which one of us was the strongest of the 3. I lost the battle and was imprisoned in hell, while the universe took on Satan, and Nikolai guarded me. Once you, Devon, destroyed Satan, Nikolai left his post and promised to avenge his father's death," said Ray. "Not knowing that once Nikolai left his post, I could escape hell and finally be able to help destroy my nephew and end evil forever," said Ray. "Unifor, we have to leave because Nikolai is coming. He has been to Troy, Dad, and knows that the ruby is here, said Ashbecca, racing into the hut. Right on time, said Ray. Ash, this is Toa Ray Williams, and he has the ruby, said Douglas. Let's go now, said Ash, turning around to have Nikolai's left hand on Ash's left hand. At last, I get to meet the legendary Ashbecca and the famous Unit 4 team, said Nikolai. Here, Douglas, flee this place, said Ray, tossing the ruby in the air. Ah, said Ash. Ash's hand was turning the color black. Go now, said Ray, turning on his purple lightsaber. Unit 4 and Ash took another door out of the hut, while Nikolai turned on his 2 red lightsabers. What's going on? Asked Dave. Douglas placed the ruby on Ash's hand, and suddenly the hand returned to a normal color. Let's get back to the DAAS-44, said Douglas. How did you get here? Asked Deborah. I have teleporting powers just like Douglas, said Ash. Location: the hut. Uncle Ray, said Nikolai. I will give you one chance to join my side and enter the darkness. Or else, said Nikolai. Or else you'll kill me? Correct, said Ray. The choice is yours, said Nikolai. There are few things in this universe worth fighting over, yet those few things need a good fight, and I intend to fight for peace, for Unit 4, for Ashbecca, for the Corps, and most importantly the one that created us 3 Toas and gave us our powers. God, said Ray. Nikolai charged at Ray and began the lightsaber duel. Ray ducked low and took Nikolai's legs off. Nikolai's body fell to the ground, and Ray pointed his blade at Nikolai's neck. I will spare you, but the next time we meet someone will die, said Ray, before teleporting away. Nikolai, using his evil powers, created new legs and left using his armed ship. Location: DAS-44. Plot a course for Yon 4, said Douglas to Devon. Douglas, when Nikolai touched me, I think he transferred a part of his soul into me, said Ash. Don't worry, the ruby cured you, said Douglas. I don't believe so, said Ashbecca. To be continued. And we did it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Look forward to the Chronicles of Unit 4 9 coming out very soon. Bye, guys.